Shush.
Yeah, I'm mute, yeah.
Have you ever seen a roo kick? Have you ever seen an emu run under the bright Aussie skies and said this year we'll be the one? Oi, oi, oi! What does it mean to be a part of a footy team? It's more than a game. The footy's in our veins. It's time to go. It's the Northern Footy Show. Get out of our way. We wanna see them play.
All right, guys, welcome to the Sunday Footy Show, Mr. Bonadeo. It's been a huge weekend in footy, as we say every week. We've brought in the big guns tonight. We've brought in all the stars. Bonners, a couple of upsets, maybe one upset, and a couple as we expected to go, and the end of season in Divi 1.
Yeah, Divi 1's probably the most interesting side. We thought there was always either Greensborough or Banyule going to miss out. Banyule had the big game against a red-hot North Heidelberg. So a few upsets there, but in this day and age, in the finals, it was amazing football. So we'll get into soon. But, yeah, Divi 1 now is starting to shape. So Heidelberg get the week off, and it's going to be an amazing Divi 1 final series coming up, just with the quality of the top 6 teams.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. We're gonna start with Divi 1 today, but before we do that, Bonners, being mad football as we are, where do you reckon I spent my Sunday? Finals on, everything's ready to go. Where else would you want to be? Where do you reckon I spent my Sunday?
Well, the fact that you haven't got sweat pouring off you or a red face, you didn't go to the football, so to watch your Carlton boys. So I'm guessing.
Don't start swearing on the show with the name.
Somewhere, I would suggest that I wouldn't expect to find you.
Well, you're right. I headed down to sunny Wonthaggi to watch my nieces do a dance contest. Here they are, out with the girls in their fairy outfit, as all good footy people do, before I head to just about every final known to man over the next couple of weeks. So shout out to Ruby and Millie, my nieces, who did a dance concert today. That's my plug there. But before we go to Divi 1, let's talk women's grand finals today, Bonners. Yep. And before we get to these special guests, we see here that Heidelberg West went down to Panton Hill in a thrilling grand final, 21-28, and congratulations to both sides. That's a huge effort. That would have been a great grand final, Bonners.
Yeah, big shout out to Benny Brown, our Lorimer's own Benny Brown, first year coaching, get the grand final, premiership coach first year, fantastic effort.
Yeah, huge effort. Go and have a look at, I think this one is Divi 2, where Ivanhoe girls unfortunately went down to, well, maybe not unfortunately, but they went down to Lower Plenty. Lower Plenty looked a little bit more dominant there, Bonners. We spent a bit of time with Ivanhoe girls during the season, and well done to Lorimer, who's been pretty solid all season round.
Yeah, good win by Lower Plenty. Pretty convincing from the results through the year. I think the ending's about right. So they did seem a gap. It was great to see the Ivanhoe girls. We do have a soft spot. We were down there during pre-season. One smacked me in the back of the head with the first kick, so which lit up the internet. So yeah, it's a good win.
35,000 views that got when you got hit in the back of the head. I'll tell you about some other views in a second. And the last one is Division 1. St. Mary's came out and went bang against Diamond Creek girls and got home by 25 points. So well done to both sides there.
Amazing.
All right, let's jump into Divi 1. Before we do, I'm just going to quickly talk about these three superstars who have joined us tonight. Josh Dintasanto, a.k.a. the new Dusty, according to the internet. That's what's going around. Came out and went bang. We'll speak to Joshy soon. Kane Proctor, one of the 47 Proctors down at Fitzroy Stars this year, but he'll tell you the best. He told us off air, didn't he? I'm by far the best, and we'll talk to Kane about that a little bit later. And forget about the Macedonian marvel. What about the Macedonian stunner, the best-looking man in football? That's what we keep getting told. Kyle Yankus joins us after Moonders win today. Boys, sit still. We're going to talk Divi 1 so we can spend a lot of this show on Division 2 and 3. Going to go through the results here. Bonners, Divi 1, Heidelberg 13-10-88. Defeated Hurstbridge 7-11-53. I said it would be a fairly close game. I didn't think it would be a runaway, and that's good enough to get them into the finals too for Hurstbridge Bonners.
Yeah, amazing. So coming into finals, you want those hard football games coming into finals though. So Heidelberg get the week off now, so they can refresh. It's going to be hard to run them down, but scores like that show that it is possible. Until you got two hands on the cup, it's anyone's game.
Hursty, I think, will meet Greensey. We'll speak about that a little bit later on Wednesday night. McLeod, 14-12-96 were defeated by Greensborough. Close game, 14 points separated. Well done to Greensey. They needed that win to go in, and that gets them into finals as well. McLeod fought it all the way out to the end of the year. They have been relegated to Divi 2 Bonners, but they never stop fighting. You've got to take your hat off to them a little bit there for sure.
Yeah, and the bottom three, I think we've spoken about, they're disappointing early, but it feels like later in the year they've started to hit their strap, so which is a good run into next year. So now Eltham Bundoora are safe, so McLeod go down, but you go down, you regroup, know what you have to do when you come back up and fight your way back up again.
I just want to be clear, we're a sledging show. If you want to sledge these three guys, get on, and it's already started for Kane. What's going on here, Kane? What's doing doctor calls on the weekend, mate? They got you out?
I don't know. James is probably on the couch or still on the piss somewhere. So
that's probably right as well. West Preston 9-9-63 defeated by Montmorency. Solid performance 19-17 131. Well done to Mont. So that finishes them, I think, in second position as well. They'll get North the week after and then finish off with Bundoora 10-9-60 down. Went down to Eltham for the second time this year, 12-7-79. Bonners, your old boys.
Yeah, look, it's we said during the year that they were disappointed early. They come back better in the second half of the year, but I think we've been singing Eltham's praise, and we've seen so much character in that football team. They've re-signed Bongo, they've re-signed their players, and I'll tell you what, they'd be a smoky to reach the finals next year. That's for sure.
Oh, going early. I like it. I think you're right. I think they've set the best example of what you got to do prepared before the end of the season. We finish off with Banyule 5-15. This inaccurate kicking, Bonners, all year has been the problem. 5-15-45 went down to Parker Heatley. North Heidelberg. 15-19-109. So that ends Banyule's season. They miss out on a final spot.
Yeah, they'd be very disappointed. Like 5-15 doesn't matter. North Heidelberg's had 34 shots a goal. With a blustery win, though, I think you're going to expect a lot harder to get those scores. So ends of season, they've now got to regroup, look what they need to, which gaps they need to fill, sign all their players, get Harrow on board again, and go again.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do, Bonners. As soon as I finish this show tonight, I'm going to sit on my couch. You're getting a lot of Greek love here, Kyle. Now, we just want to be clear because Kim will be on the phone and George will be on the phone shortly saying he's not Greek, he's Macedonian. I did start with the Macedonian model, so that's all right, Kyle. It's not me, but I'm sure Fletch won't be far behind either.
Does George actually know how to use a phone or what?
I'm not getting on there. I'm not getting on it. Let's start with the Diamond Creek versus South Marine game. JD, thanks for coming on, mate. It's a huge effort. Now you kicked 5 on the weekend. You're averaging 5.5. How many points did you kick on the weekend, JD?
I think just a couple. 2, I think, mate.
Right.
2. I'm
going to call it a fail. You average 5.5. You've gone under your average, so it's not good enough. But in all seriousness, and as I said, I wasn't at the game. I've spoken to a heap of people that were at the game, and they said you were clearly the difference. And I know you won't love that accolade, but the truth is 5 goals in a final is really, really important. You were underdog. I didn't tip you. So in saying that, that seems to be what's going. Now, listen, Mark, I don't give a shit if Freo's in front. And next person sends something in about Freo, I will lose my shit. But Josh, you were the difference, and you did it when it mattered. You weren't favourite, and you have come out and you won it in extra time. Walk me through what happened here.
Oh, well, yeah. I've never been played in a draw before, so it was a bit different when the final siren went and it was a draw. And yeah, there was a bit of confusion. Nobody really knew what was going on. And yeah, so probably a couple of minutes, everyone was like, "Oh, what do we do? What do we do?" And then yeah, we got told what was going on, and then yeah, we had the 3 minutes plus time on each way, and yeah, we got the quick to goal, and that was the only score. So we got up.
Wow.
Going into finals, like VFLs are very tough. It's a long year. There's a lot of training. There's a lot of hard hits. You come back and you play finals. How'd the body pull up after the year at Coburg coming into finals? Did you feel fresh? Did you feel like you needed a bit of a break to get, I guess, just the body to recuperate a little bit? How'd you go into the final?
Nah, my body's been pretty good all year. I've been, yeah, I don't think I've actually missed a week of footy this whole year. So since we started, and yeah, I feel pretty fresh. Hopefully, I don't think it would hurt to have a week off before the grand final. So hopefully we get the win this weekend, and then we get the week off and be ready to go for the grand final.
So Whittlesea's the next battle, obviously, this weekend. Huge game. It's a very different side to last time. You obviously got yourself and Deeks back. You've got a fairly fit side going in now. I don't think you're missing too many through injury, are you, JD?
Nah, we're just we're going to get Hattie back this weekend, hopefully. Our ruckman, he's pretty much the only one that we're missing at the moment.
So just explain to me, how does the extra time work? How long did it go for on the weekend?
3 minutes each side, I read. 3 minutes.
3 minutes. 3 minutes plus time on
Strange.
each way.
Wow. It's not long, is it? It's not long. Really.
Yeah, felt like it went like that, really. So,
yeah. Well done. Look, let me ask you, one more question before we move over to one of the other boys. What's your preparation in coming back from VFL down there? Were you training with the boys all week, getting ready for Saturday? Did you still have Coburg commitments after the end of the season? What's the go?
Nah, so after Sunday, last game with Coburg, that's pretty much it for us. So, yeah, trained with the boys this week and got to have a full week on the track with the boys, which was good. And, so I'll stay with South Rank for the rest of the year now.
Right.
Now, coming into next week, I will have a chat to Kane about it as well. That there's a lot of pressure on your number one sides that have got the 1 week off. Like, it can't be underestimated. You come in, you're expected to kind of get yourself straight through. I find it, and especially someone like Whittlesea, have only dropped one game during the year. So, once you put the pressure on, it's going to be red hot. So. And if there's a team with you guys, and as I said, with you and what's his name? Who came back as well? Deeks. Sorry, yeah. When him coming back as well, it makes a big difference. So you'd be pretty keen to get on to next week, wouldn't you, and really throw it against Whittlesea.
Yeah. So I'd seen Southie play against Dymo, but I've played both times with Coburg, times that we played Whit, so I haven't even been able to watch them. I play against them, so it'll be pretty interesting this weekend. But obviously the boys are going in confident, and that's all we can do at the moment, and hopefully bring our best stuff on Saturday.
Well done, huge win off your boot too, mate. I heard you were dead-eyed Dick on the weekend and smashing it around. Now, Kane, let me ask you: you were quite a few goals up. Was it 7 or 8 goals up at one stage in the third quarter?
Yeah, I think ended up at 49 points. I think, yeah.
Yeah, they came back pretty solid. The end score was 15-9-99. Old Pradians got it all the way back to 14-9-93. There must have been a few butterflies in the stomach.
Yeah, it was. You end up getting really nervous when Sammy Gilmore gets on a roll and the other midfielders really just got a hold of us in the last 20 minutes. So, yeah, it was a bit nerve-wracking, but, lucky it didn't go on an extra 30 seconds. Otherwise, I reckon they would have got us.
Right, close.
You get yourself through, and as I said just before, like there's a lot of pressure when you finish on top. You get the 1 week off. You get teams that have had their run on, they've got their game going. How did you find having the week off? Did it feel good to get refreshed? Did you find it hard to kind of get yourself moving, or the team take a little bit, or do you find that you felt a lot fresher, so it was easy to go into the game?
We felt a lot fresher, I thought, but it just gives you a lot of time to think and. There's a 2 week block with the week in between. So, you watch a lot of footy, and we spoke a lot about parade, but you just end up doing your own head in, I reckon, and there's a few laps of the hallway at home and just itching to get out there and have a crack, But, of course, it's good to have a week off, freshen up the body. So, yeah.
I guess that was sort of my question along the same things. Is obviously JD's going into a side that's had the week off. Personally, I'd rather sort of keep the momentum going. Does the week off allow you to do what? What did you do in your week off? Did you go down and watch the other sides? How did that go for you, your week off?
Yeah, a few of us got down and watched Parade and Mernda and just had a look at, what we're going to be up against. I know a few boys spent the week off actually just away from footy and taking a break because these next 4 weeks gets pretty serious. So, a few boys just done a mixture of things, spent time with the family. But, yeah, a few of us got down and watched them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look, I'm actually an advocate for the week off at the start of final series. So you get a double chance for a reason. So I sometimes feel like that you'll probably end up, if you lose, you still get 3 games to win a premiership anyway. So I actually think getting a freshen up, it's a long year. It's been such a solid year in Divi 3. To have that week off would have been really good. What was the messaging from the old man during the week? Was it just be calm, understand what you have to do? Is he a composed person? Does he get psyched up during finals? How does he go?
No, he doesn't really say much, Jacko. If you know him, he's
I know him very well. That's why my question.
Leaves it up to us boys to do all the talking. But no, it was just more so about just embracing the moment. Obviously, soak it up. Been 10 years since we played, or I think 8 years since the club's played in a final. So with a lot of the younger boys, none of them have really played in a senior final before. So obviously the hype was there and the energy was there. Just tried to contain it and just live in the moment and just soak it all up and take it for what it is. And we've done the work throughout the year. So just tried to make it another game for us and, not get caught up in everything that's going on outside.
Kane, what about injuries? How are you guys going into next week? Are you fully fit? You're ready? You got every man and his dog ready to go, which creates selection problems? Or is there a few niggles along the way?
No, we're pretty good. I think for the last 3 weeks now, we've been at pretty much 100%. So maybe 1 or 2 blokes carrying a niggle here and there, but nothing out of the ordinary. Every club has it this time of the year, I guess. It's footy. But, there's a few selection dramas at the moment. So I'm glad it's not me in Jacko's position at the moment. So, but I guess it's the beauty of having a strong group.
Yeah.
I guess the question for you too, JD, how have you come out of the game? Have you got injuries? Has everyone pulled up really well coming into to play Whittlesea this week? How'd they end up after the game?
Personally, I'm pretty good, but a couple of boys obviously got a few knocks. It was a tough game and a long game, so obviously a few boys are going to come out pretty sore, but I don't think there was any major injuries that's going to cause any concern for next week, which is good. So
awesome.
Bonners, let me ask you, as a guy that's been finished out of the game, finals, is your body just copping it so much more in finals? Is it mentally far more draining, from experience? What are these 3 boys going through now? Where's your head on a Sunday night in your body?
Well, after you've won the game, I think you take the elation on the day. So you take the wins. I mean, everything's most of the time it's elimination in finals. So there is no next week. So the pressure goes up. Set shots that are 30 metres dead in front don't look like 30 metres. They look like they're 60 out. It's just a hard, tough game. I love finals the best. I just love the hard football. I love the tough stuff. And I find that everyone gets, everyone just grows a bit and you find out who your great players are in finals. They're the ones that stand up, put them on their shoulders, but everything is amplified. Like every mistake's amplified. Every missed kick's amplified. Every shot at goal is amplified. So, there's a lot of pressure. And like Kane said, a lot of these guys in the Stars haven't played finals at all. And some have been waiting 8 years to do it. So when you get your chances, that's when you really want to take it.
Yeah, no, that's a fair point. Now, let's get to the Macedonian goddess, they call him. It's taken all year to get him online. Kyle, welcome. Huge game today. Yeah, Mernda took on Epping and Mernda 13-14-92, 27 scoring shots, took care of Epping 8-10-58. This means 2 things. I don't have to get any more posts from Jaden Kearney for 6 months, which is fantastic. And second thing is, you guys are trying to right some serious wrongs from last year too. Obviously, the grand final, was a very, very close one. You went down. How did today play out? I checked the scores relentlessly. You were down early. Walk us through the game.
Yeah, it was definitely it was pretty hot early. The wind was blowing a gale down a Laylaw, and we were up against it. And credit to Epping, they brought the heat early on, and then we we wanted to take 10 minutes at a time and then see how we went. And then, sort of got our mojo as the game went on. And they were in front at quarter time, but we knew that our best footy stacks up. So that's what we had to get back to, bringing our best footy.
Well, you're getting a bit of love here. It didn't take Rob long to talk about the Greeks. And let me tell you, Rob, it's not true. Kim will jump on in a minute. She'll lose her mind. I'm getting a bit of love from a few of the boys. Shout out to your business, which is true. You started a business this year. Well done. KJY Electrics, I think a sponsor on the show too. Will Crouch, Kyle Yanker, special guest, Babber and Detto. I don't know what's going on here. There's one here for Austin. Kyle Yankos, any Falcons today? You want to explain that one to me, mate?
Oh, that one's going to stick with me forever. No, in the grand final last year, a few of the boys were there watching and all that sort of thing, and copped 2 Falcons straight in the face. So that wasn't
right.
Yeah,
pretty unforgiving. Pretty unforgiving sport.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm not sure Fletch as a bloke should be giving out looks advice, but that's all right. How was he today, Fletch? Going into the second week, coming back. Playing again, having a loss last week and building him back up. How was he during the week?
Yeah, good. We just wanted to, he said we just wanted to focus on what we do and get back to playing our brand of footy. And that's what we looked at doing during the week and bringing into today's game. So we felt like, not necessarily, we lowered our colours a bit last week, but credit to Parade as well. They were also good, brought the pressure on us. So we just wanted to get back to playing our brand of footy, because we know that when we play good footy, we can match it with whoever.
Yeah, Kyle, tell me how heated was Fletch the week before in the room? I thought he would have been a bit livid. I heard he was fairly calm. And then the second part to that question is, how was he today? Was he pretty calm coming into this? Because I know Fletch would have believed he would win this. You went in red hot favourite. I think both Bonners and I tipped you by over 30 points, which is not too far off where it ended up. But how's Fletch been after losing last week, and how was he pre-game today?
Yeah, well, last week he was pretty calm, cool, calm, collected. We just wanted to go out and do our thing, but obviously, that didn't go the way we wanted it to. So today he was pretty good. He just wanted to get us back to playing our brand of footy, because he sets high standard for us. So he sort of wanted us just to go out, and when we're smiling, when we're carrying on and playing with confidence, that's when our best footy is being played.
Yeah.
Now, can I just say, did I cop some flack from my Epping boys about picking Mernda by over 40 points? And I copped it, or I was disappointment. I can't believe you're picking them over us. But we've seen you preseason, and as I said, that the top 3 sides for me in Divi 3 it's just a cracking competition. So Fitzroy Stars go through. You get the opportunity. Old Paradians next week. So you must be so excited. I mean, it's within reach again.
Yeah, I mean, we are. We're lucky enough to play in the grand final last year. Obviously, came up short, and that's sort of been in the back of our heads all year. So it's an extra little driving factor that we've got. So we just want to go out, do our thing, and then hopefully, it takes us all the way. But we'll see what happens.
Boys, let me ask you, start with you, JD. What's the preparation going into this week? When does that start? Do you try to tune out for the next couple of days? Do you do a rehab session tomorrow? Walk me through your preparation for the week for guys that haven't played finals, juniors watching the show, getting ready and so forth. What do you do?
So I think during the year, a few of the boys have been getting together at the club and doing some recovery on a Monday. And then we'll just go through the week as usual. Tuesday will be training and then review the game. And Thursday will be just training, and then we'll preview the game coming up. So look at some footage of when they would have played Whittlesea last time and how Whittlesea like to play and stuff like that, and then go through that together.
Yeah, so there is a bit of footage there. We'll go through a fair bit of footage this week from their games.
Yeah. Gaz goes through some footage from the games, which is always good, so we can look at it as well as not just talk about it.
Yeah, good. Kane, same for you. Are you in a similar position, or do you do something totally different? Do you head down to the pub and just get smashed on a Monday, take it easy on a Tuesday, hang out with the mates, do some water skiing Wednesday? What's the Kane Proctor week ahead?
A few of our boys probably still out at the pub now. So, no, I'm not too sure. I dare say we'll be off the legs a little bit this week. Just sort of a freshen up. Just rehash all of our stuff that we've gone over during the year. Like JD, we'll probably go over a lot of vision from the weekend. Got a lot of learnings, obviously, with the way Parade got on a roll. So a lot of learnings just around like stoppage work and just way we can control things. And then probably have a look at a bit of Mernda and as well, just to see what, could be in a couple of weeks. And yeah, we'll probably just get back to work and try to hone in on a few things.
Yeah, I think it's really difficult because I think a lot of sides, Bonners, will do things very different, won't they? And whatever's worked for you guys this year, Kane, works. So Bonners, what was your finals week preparation?
I was like Kane. I reckon I thought about it far too much earlier in the week. You can't do anything about it. So the hardest part for me is I just used to go about my business. I used to. It was funny. I actually used to go to a movie by myself a few times because I just had to stop thinking for a couple of hours. So I find it. I used to like doing a lot of rehab during the week, just doing a bit of light running, having a kick with the boys, staying out on the track, and really low key. I think you're not going to get your fitness any higher into finals. It's more of the mental side of things. So for me, it was just try and get the game out of your head. You can't do it, and especially as Kame said, they've already had a week off. They get another week off as well. There's a lot of thinking going into it. So you almost just have to switch off, and that was my way. I didn't try not to get involved until the actual day.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. JD, are you busking during the week in Perk Street Mall or something? Because we're still trying to lock you in for singing at the grand final show. You haven't been answering that test message, but I'll keep hounding you down, mate. We'll get you drunk on the night and get you up if you're not playing finals at that stage.
I won't be this week. I'm a bit crooks.
And mum's away
Leather
too.
poisoning or
Pardon?
leather poisoning or?
Oh, no, I didn't have much of a kick fight, but I didn't have much of a ball.
Just making it beautiful.
Kick goals in your career. Now, Kyle, there's a lot of love going on here for you. Let's go through it. I'm not sure it's love, but the Buzz wants to know, are you Mary Mead educated? You're so well spoken. Yes, well, you were a Mary Mead boy. Do you still play Pokemon Go? Please tell me this isn't true, Kyle.
No, that is not true. I think they're just trying to wind me up a bit.
And I don't know if JD put Joel up to this, but is it true you're heading to South Morang next year? Is there an early scoop you want to put out right now?
No, mate, I'm signed away at Mernda for next year.
Right, done. That's good. That'll do that. Now, what's your prep for this week, Kyle? Obviously, you guys went the whole way last year to the grand final. What will you do? What's your preparation this week?
We sort of keep it as basic as we can. Keep it as if it's an usual during the season game.
Yeah.
Probably we'll do a bit of recovery tomorrow. We usually get to the pools on a Monday night, a few of the boys, and then lock into training on Tuesday and Thursday, and then go from there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's important to try and stay. I would have thought it's important to stay as, plain as you can. Try and keep it real. I agree with Bonners. I know that you can play games in your head. You can play the game in your head 1,000 times. And my answer to that is probably let the coaches do that. I promise you they're all doing that like crazy. Kane, just one more for you that I've got. So for me, you guys realistically had as close to the perfect season. I think that you guys have been you've really been the stepping stone all year. You've been the hunted, and that comes with a lot of pressure. You are a heavily talented side, and I think both yourselves and Mernda on paper are amazing. Like I think I tipped Mernda pre-season. I'm not jumping off him just yet, but it's so tight in Division 3. Is it one of the toughest seasons you've played in? I know you've played a lot higher. Div 1 has starred down there at Bundoora. But how you finding this competition is so much more tight, I guess, is the question.
Yeah. Obviously, I wasn't too sure coming into the year on, coming down and playing, seeing what was around. But the top 5, like you said, even the bottom sides, you could be off for 5 minutes and you end up getting rolled. But yeah, the top, say 5 or 6, some of the names running around and some of the boys out there are exceptional. Like, you know, going up against on the weekend, like the Sammy Gilmores and your Kyle O'Sullivans and blokes like that. These are really good footballers, and you know the talent they've got down there at Mernda. You can't take your foot off anywhere. But yeah, the talent's actually unreal this year.
Yeah, no,
Just a follow-up question to that. How are you handling? Are you taking a leadership role with the younger guys? You said there's a lot of guys that haven't played finals. There's a few that haven't. Young kids are just experienced for the first time. The club hasn't been there for that long. Have you taken it upon yourself to, I guess, get around to them and just encourage them, give them some advice coming into the final series?
Yeah. I try to get around them at training. We're actually a pretty tight group. All the younger boys hang around all the older boys, so it makes it a little bit more easier. But yeah, you know, I got my little brother and stuff in the side as well. I know he was pretty nervous on the weekend, so just try and get around him, just tell him to embrace it. Let them know that, you know, it's footy. We've done it easy all year. Not easy, but you know, playing footy's easy for everyone that plays. And the external noise is what makes it hard. But let's just try and control what you can control and have a bit of fun.
Well, Bonners, from my perspective, this is going to be harder to pick than your nose these final series. It is going to be impossible, I think. Mernda had to come out today and go bang to make a statement, and they did that. And Epping season's over. Fitzroy Stars have definitely been the leader all year there. And South Morang, you've said pretty much since round 3, they're your one. You just can't rule them out, and they're only going to get better at the end of the year. And obviously, how did Deeks play yesterday, JD?
Yeah, Deeks was up to his usual best. He started off really well and kept his opponent quiet, which was good from Deeks. It's a bit different than what he usually does at South Morang. Usually he likes getting a bit more of the ball, but yesterday he locked out a bit more and played a role for us, which was good.
What did he line up at full back? I think that's where he got named on the sheet on the Thursday night. Where did he play?
Yeah, he played deep back with his brother. So him and Mitch are the two tall forces down there, and they know each other too well. And locked down wherever they play on.
Both stars. I had a good look at the side Thursday night. It's a pretty star-studded side as well. Whittlesea will come under a bit of pressure this week and have to. Excuse me, Bonners said before the show, Whittlesea will, the week off, they'll be worrying because getting 2 VFL players back into Division 2's pretty hard to stop most of them. Apparently, they're going to put 8 on you next game, JD. They're going to put 8 players, and they're not going to be listed on the 22. They're just going to make a circle around you so they can't get it. That's what they've done with Kane. They've just started getting fishing wire and tripping Kane over every now and then, keep him away from the ball. And they put half a dozen girls on the boundary line for Kyle, and he's out there signing orders from Macedonia on his little footy card or something. So we keep it all real. All right, boys, we're going to wrap the show up. Bonners, anything you want to finish with? Heath Scotland signed 2-year deal. Bundura was announced this week. Heaps of people are re-signing at their clubs, which is fantastic. What else you got for me, Bonners?
Just looking forward to it. Like, I'm looking forward to, especially to, Mernda Old Praedins this week is, it's just mouthwatering. And then the winner gets to play Fitzroy Stars in the final. I mean, I love Divi 1, but I can only say from my own personal perspective that watching Divi 3 this year, and I love the Divi 2 and that, but just the intrigue of the top teams in Divi 3 and the quality that there is this year is amazing. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
Kyle, I want to say to you, thank God you look like your mother and not your father, so you should be pretty happy about that. JD, I know you're crook. Thanks for coming on Sunday night, mate. It means a lot. And Kane, you're becoming a regular, and I love that too, mate. So we'll just keep us going. Truly, we wish you the best through the final series. I'm sure we'll see you. Bonners and I will probably be down at most of the finals, or the rest of the finals now going through. Enjoy your Sunday night, and until Wednesday night, Bonners, where we might have a special guest, and there's some more lookalikes coming out, which are a bit in the vault at this stage. Everyone keep kicking goals, and thanks for tuning in on a Sunday night. Cheers.
Thank you.